In this final video for the SEO beginner series, we're going to explain how backlinks work, what are the basic principles behind them, how you can use them, how you can get them, and how you can make money with them. By watching this final video and completing the video series, you're going to be better than 90% of the keyboard jockeys on the forums, and you're going to be well on your way to learn more advanced things that can set you apart from all the other SEOs. Before we commence with the video, I do want to remind you that on this channel we're showing you more than just SEO. You can learn about affiliate marketing here as well, and we plan to add newer and better content by the day, so hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out. If you want to check out a social media marketing method that helped me make an amazing living in my country without a 9-to-5 job, then check out thestoneracademy.com. Time for the intro. Okay, so what are backlinks and how do they differentiate from normal internet links? And if you don't know what I'm talking about those blue highlighted words you see on a website that when you click on them, they take you to another page. That's what a link is, and I think everybody knows that, so no need for further explanation. Now about the backlinks. They do not differentiate from the internet links we know and love. It's the same thing, but SEOs have a fancy name for them. We call a link a backlink whenever something that is out of your website links back to your website. That something can be a comment that if you click on the name, it will take you to your website, a link from a website you do not own, a link from a forum, so on and so forth. So basically any link that points to your website and that's from another website or anything that's outside of your website, we call it a backlink. Just know that whenever we point a link from one of our pages of our website to another page of our website, this is not a backlink. That's a normal link, and I'll tell you in a second how you should interlink your website pages, because that's really important to get the link just flowing through your website. With that in mind, let's see how Google actually ranks websites for keywords. Now, of course, there are a lot of things that come into play here, like the on-page SEO of the website, the social media presence, the traffic the website gets, the time people spend on the website, but we're going to talk specifically about backlinks. What I'm going to do now is explain how a website would normally rank on Google, and in the meanwhile, you're going to understand how backlinks work. So here's how the process goes. I'm going to guide you through the process with an imaginary example. So let's say that somebody out there started a cat food company and is trying to rank his new website on the #1 position for the term cat food. Let's say the product of the company is of high quality and people recognize that. People know the product, they want to buy it. Now all of a sudden, websites that are in the pet food niche suddenly start writing good reviews about the cat food company, and they start linking out to his website. They start doing that because the quality of the product is good, and it makes sense for these small websites to recommend it because that's what they're doing. Now, notice how websites from the same niche are linking to his website. This is key. You need to have websites from the same niche linked to your website. As time passes, he reaches around the second page of Google. After some time, even more people find out about the amazing cat food company, and now major websites that are recognized by millions link out to his website. More and more links of high authority go to his website, and after a while, he is #1 for the keyword cat food. As you saw in this example, first, small websites from the same niche started linking out to him, and he got to the second page. But suddenly, when he got recognized by these big websites, these big company websites, even they don't have to be companies, but they need to have a lot of authority in them, they start linking out to him, and he reaches the #1 position. Here's what you should understand from this. First thing you should understand that your chances of ranking are going to get much higher if you get backlinks from relevant websites, from websites that are in your own niche. Think of it like this. If I'm a good basketball player, recognized by a lot of people to be good, and I say that you're a good basketball player as well, chances are that you really are a good basketball player. But if I'm a good football player and I say that you're a good basketball player, you won't really know if that is true because I'm not a basketball player, and people won't really take my opinion that much into consideration. So same goes for rankings. This is the logic that Google applies when deciding where to put your website on the rankings. As a rule, always try to get backlinks that are in the same or in a similar niche as yours. On one of the tools that I'm going to talk about, there's a thing called Topical Trustful that tells you in what niche is your site mostly in. Second thing you should understand is that the number of backlinks play a role in your rankings. I'm not just saying multiple backlinks from one domain. I mean multiple backlinks from multiple domains, because having a lot of backlinks from one domain, and by a lot I mean over 20, can be counterproductive. In the example, you saw that he got to page 2 of Google when he had multiple small websites linking to him. Third and most important thing you should get out of all of this is the actual power of the backlink. By power, I mean the amount of link juice a website has, and if a website that is already amazing in Google's eyes links out to you, the link juice goes to your website. That's like Jordan telling you you're a good basketball player. At the end, know that you can get better rankings by getting one amazing backlink rather than 1,000 mediocre ones. Like T.I. said, I don't want no mediocre. Basically, the same thing applies here. If you get powerful backlinks, that can be a lot better than multiple not so good backlinks. So definitely try to aim for the stars. If you land somewhere, land on the moon. Something else that you need to understand is that there are ways in which you can see how much link juice a website has, or how powerful it is. I'm going to show you right now how you can do it. Now on my screen, I'm going to demonstrate how you can see how powerful or how much link juice a website has. Now to demonstrate what I want to demonstrate, I wrote in on Google News. So what I got is BBC dominating. Not really dominating that much, but as you can see, they got the first and the third position for a keyword term that has a lot of searches per month, so which is crazy, and this is the first time I see it. Now what I did was I got this link, and I'm going to use some tools that are going to show me how good this website actually is. So what I did was I went to majestic.com, and this tool allows us to see how much trustful citation flow, how many referring domains, referring IPs, backlinks one domain has. And Majestic is used by a lot of SEOs. And right now, this is a free account that I'm on. I'm not on my account. And what this would show you is the topical trust flow that I mentioned a few minutes ago. Now, as you can see, or I can't see clearly, but here, if you do have an account, it's going to show you in what niche this website might be. So, as you can see here, computers, internet, that's one niche. Business, consumer goods and services, things like that. But that's not what I'm trying to demonstrate here. I'm trying to demonstrate how you can understand how much power one website has. So, first thing I did is I put the domain name in the site explorer, and you have different things you can choose. You can choose whether you want to inspect the root domain, the URL, the subdomain. I usually do the root domain. So let's see what we're gonna get. And trust flow, citation flow, what are they? Trust flow is actually how much trust this website has in Google's eyes. And one website could gain more trust in Google's eyes if they have social signals, more social signals coming to that website. Another way they can do it is by having good backlinks. Citation flow. Now, citation flow is by having a lot of backlinks, in my opinion, and it's a lot better to have these at a 1-to-1 ratio. That's the best thing that you can do. Now, if it's a 1-to-2 ratio, that's pretty much bad. Either way, even if the trust flow is the 2 and the citation flow is the 1, that's a bad ratio. So best thing that you can do if you have your own website is to have these at a 1-to-1 ratio. As you can see, the trust flow and the citation flow here are crazy. There are a lot. So don't expect off the bat your website to have these kind of metrics, because BBC is recognized by millions and it took a lot of time to build this. So what you can expect to have is a trust flow around 15, and try to make it a citation flow around 15 as well. Referring domains. This is how you can see how many domains have linked out to the website. I don't usually pay attention to the external backlinks, but as you can see, 102 million backlinks, which is a lot. But as I said, referring domains. There are a lot of domains that say to Google that this site is good, and we know it's good. And this is in the last 5 years. This is in around 1 year, how many domains? And this is in the last 5 years, which is pretty crazy. Another thing you can do is go to Open Site Explorer by Moz, And you can download this Moz bar for your Chrome if you have a Chrome browser, if you're using a Chrome browser, because that's the only place the Moz bar can work. And I did go to Open Site Explorer because I'm using a Firefox browser. And what I did was I pasted in the same URL, and here it shows you how much domain and page authority this page has. As you can see, the domain authority is 97 out of 100. So in Google's eyes, how authoritative is this website? And this is the result. Page authority is how much the page that we have here, how much authority it has. So the home page has a lot of fucking authority. Spam score, I don't pay a lot of attention to this unless it gets around 7 spam score. But if it's below 7, it's pretty much good. It's not that big of a deal. So that's how I usually check how powerful is a website. If I'm trying to get a website to link out to me, I'll first check if it's actually worth the try. And I would see if it has good metrics in Majestic and good metrics in the Moz. That's pretty much it about how I go about it. Back to the presentation. What is link juice? I mentioned this a couple of times by now, but didn't really explain anything about it. Link juice is the power of the backlink. When a website points a backlink to an article of another website, the link juice carries over to that article and makes it more authoritative. And if that article has a link pointing to another article, the link juice again carries over. But this time it's not as strong because over time the link juice diminishes. So if a website points a link to an article, let's say that the link juice is at 100%, when in reality it's not, but for demonstrative purposes, we will say it is. Then, if the website with the article points to another article of another website, the link juice that was originally from the first website will now be at 50%. I think you get the point. By now, if the third website points that the link to a fourth website, let's say that the link juice will be at 25% or something like that. In the SEO world, there are two types of backlinks. Those that carry over the link juice, which are do follow, and those who don't, which are no follow. If you have an authoritative website and you want to point people at a different website, but you don't want to share no link juice, you use a no follow link, which is a normal link. But if you do want to share that juice, you're going to make it a do follow link, which is a backlink. Now I'm going to explain a little bit about how your website should interlink so that the link juice reaches the pages or articles you want to rank the most. I'm going to explain that on this slide. What you're seeing here is how normally, or in my opinion, how you should set up your website so that it interlinks. So as the title says, time for some interlinking or silos. So these are called silos in the SEO world. And first thing you can see is that we have the homepage. And this homepage has links to keywords, to other pages or other articles, but I'm going to say pages. So the homepage links to this page, which has an article, let's say, with a keyword that we want to rank for. The homepage links to another page with another keyword we want to rank for, and again with the third keyword. Now, what's going to be the best strategy as a beginner? There are more complicated ways to actually interlink your website, but I think this is enough, and it doesn't change that much if you start getting too complicated or start getting too crazy with the interlinking. So in my opinion, first, like it's shown here, you interlink the homepage with the keyword that you want to rank for. Then you have subpages that are related to this keyword. And these subpages, or they don't have to be subpages, but imagine them as other pages that are still kind of related to this first keyword. So if let's say this first keyword, let's say this homepage is a sports website and this is basketball, and we want to rank the keyword basketball. So this page would be about college basketball and this would be about NBA. So let's say we get links to this page, and what we want to do is get the link juice flowing. From this page, it's going to reach this page, and from this page, it's going to reach the keyword. If we get links to the home page, it's going to get to all of these keywords. Same applies here. So let's say if this is football, this would be the NFL, this would be college football, and if we get a link here, the link used is going to carry on to the second keyword that we want to rank for, which is going to do a really good job for us. Another thing that people do is they would even connect these subpages with this keyword. Let's say they are related in some way, and we point a link to this keyword. And this is how a normal website would behave. So that's why Google likes this, and this is why it's good. And link juice will keep on flowing through these. And what in normal websites, what you would see is that content connecting each other with content. They're interlinked, so that it makes sense. If you started reading about something, the creator of the content is going to point you to something that is related to that. And that is pretty much it about the interlinking. So try to do this, and you're basically going to do 90% of the job. Not even 90, I'm going to say 99%, because really you don't need to get too complicated with this. Just do it like this and you'll be good. For the final slide, you might be wondering, how can I make money with SEO? In the first video, I explained what you can do to make money with SEO, and now that you got the skills and knowledge, you can try to rank. Go watch the video if you haven't already. It's part of this series. Just do the things that I showed you and how you can make money with SEO on the first video. And I think you can do it now with the skills, beginner skills that you got right now. So as this goes, I'll be able to show you more online marketing methods on this channel where you can use SEO to rank. So definitely check out our other videos, because there you can find ways in which you can use your new SEO skills. I'm glad I was able to cut your learning curve so that you can continue growing at a faster pace. And I'm happy because of that, because at the start, it was hard for me, and I don't want it to be as hard for you. And here are some things that you might be wondering. Now, with this information, am I going to be able to rank a website? Yes. Will I be able to do it on a first try? I don't know, but chances are that you won't be able, because SEO takes time and experience. Will I be able to learn more advanced techniques? Absolutely. Because with this new knowledge, you're going to be able to build upon it. Will I find more advanced SEO info on this channel? No, I don't feel 100% suited to be teaching the more advanced things, because there are SEO millionaires that made millions out of SEO that do just that. If you want to, check out SourceWave for more. There you can learn the more advanced stuff, but although I may share some interesting SEO content along the way as time passes, so still on this channel I may put in some SEO content here and there. You might be wondering, why should I come back to this channel? That's because we're providing content related to online marketing, which is going to help you take your SEO skills and imagination to another level. I hope you enjoyed the series and learned a lot from it. And like I said, we're going to show you online marketing methods and tricks. And now, using the new things that you learn about SEO, you have another method or another technique in which you can bring traffic to those methods, which is really good. And by having more techniques and more methods on how you can bring traffic to the method that you're trying to apply, you're going to get a lot better with time, and you're going to be making a killing with it. So, till next time.